My name is Judy. Welcome to the Liberated Multitasker. So it seems like you're interested in no-bake desserts. So I have two more for you today. A light cheesecake and a creamy banana pudding. Or, if you want to make it without the bananas, how about a creamy vanilla wafer pudding? You name it whatever you want. Why don't we get started? So the first thing we're going to make today is a light cheesecake. We're going to use 8 ounces of cream cheese. I got this from Sam's Club. It's Members Mark brand. And we're going to use half a cup of sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar. And we're going to use an electric mixer and mix this together. You may have to stop halfway in between and get all the mixture out from the beaters and continue to mix. This really is a great dessert. I'm going to scoop all this off our beaters. It's just too good to leave behind. Now we're going to add in 8 ounces of Cool Whip. Obviously you want to make sure it's good and thawed so you can mix it in really well. Now this is a recipe I got from my sister-in-law. We used to make this quite often around the holidays. It was just too easy and delicious not to make. Now we're going to use a 10-inch graham cracker pie crust. And pour that in. If you have kids in your house, they're probably going to be fighting over who gets to lick the spoon. That is so good. I'm just going to smooth this out in the pie pan. Now you get to decide. Cherry pie filling or blueberry pie filling? Or you may have another pie filling you want to use. Today, I think we're going to use the blueberry. You just spread it on as much or as little as you like. Actually, if you wanted to, you could leave it plain. Boy, I always have to decide between the cherry and the blueberry. When my kids were younger, they didn't like the toppings, so we always had some that was plain as well. I mean, who doesn't like cream cheese, sugar, and Cool Whip, right? And then you have it, blueberry cheesecake. Now what you'll want to do is refrigerate it overnight or at least 3 hours before you serve it. I'm going to put my lid on and get it in the refrigerator. Now on to our next dessert. Now for creamy pudding with or without bananas. We're going to need a large package of vanilla instant pudding, and we need to make this according to the directions before we proceed with the recipe. I've put my pudding in, and I'm going to add in our 3 cups of milk. We're going to whisk this together for about 2 minutes. This is all it takes to make the pudding. Just the pudding and milk. Now that our pudding is mixed, we're going to add 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. Now we need 12 ounces of Cool Whip. This was one of my mother's recipes. We always loved it growing up. Now we're just going to mix this together. Our pudding, our condensed milk, and our Cool Whip. Our next step is to decide, do you want bananas or not? Or you can make a little bit of both. We always had family members that love banana pudding without the bananas. Now time to layer. Now normally I would put this in a beautiful bowl and serve it that way. However, since we're on a bit of a health kick, this is probably going to end up at my husband's work. So I'm just going to put this in a disposable pan so nobody has to worry about bringing a pan back to me. So the next thing we need are vanilla wafers. In this bowl, I'm going to use just the wafers and the pudding. And in this one, we'll do the wafers, bananas, and pudding. Now for bananas. Now for some custard. We're almost done. Just one more layer to go. Now another layer of wafers. You will want enough cookies to put on top. You can layer them on top like this, or you can crush them and sprinkle them. Now this recipe makes a large batch. And it's actually better the next day. So this is a great thing to make the day before you want to serve it. It's just so good. Now, let's get this in this bowl. Now for the last of our custard in this pan. What do you think? Whole or crumbled? I think I want them crunched up. So I crunched up some wafers, and I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. Now we're not getting as much product in our boxes as we used to, so I would probably buy 2 boxes of vanilla wafers. So here we have it. Creamy pudding, creamy banana pudding. I'll put these in the refrigerator and let them chill, and they'll be ready to serve. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon.